Hello ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into NDTV Auto. So Kia has launched two new models in the Indian market. One is Carnival, which remains the flagship when we talk of ICE models, and another is the EV9, which is Kia's flagship, and it is their flagship electric as well. And with us is Mr. Hardeep Singh Brar, sir. Welcome you on the show. And we're going to have a quick chat with him to understand what is Kia planning for the future and what exactly is the rationale behind these product launches. So sir, first of all, congratulations on launch of two great products. So I can see the Carnival is now more loaded, while when we talk of EV9, it is your new flagship offering. But when we talk of price, so Carnival's price has substantially increased now. What exactly is the reason and the rationale behind it?
Yeah. So see, if you look at this Carnival, this is not one generation ahead of the previous Carnival. This is two generations ahead, right? And if you look at the features that we have added, now this is far more loaded, far more plusher, luxurious than the previous car. And I'll talk about two things, which people will really like about this car. Firstly, this car has over-the-air updates. Like on our mobile phones, while we are sleeping, everything gets updated. Till now, cars were supposed to be taken to workshop to upload the software. Now everything is going to be on the air. Number two, it has autonomous features, which not many cars. The last one did not have any autonomous features. Now this is a level 2. This is not level 1 autonomous. This is a level 2 autonomous features which are included in this Carnival. So like EV9, it has front collision avoidance assist, blind view monitor, surround view monitor. I think there are 27 autonomous features which are there in this car. Number three, it has the captain seats are far more plusher, luxurious, and this is 16-way powered seats which are there now, which has massage seats and ventilated seats even in the middle row, right? And when you go to the back, the tailgate is now automated. You don't need to touch any button to open it. You just swipe your leg or hand, and it will open it up for you. So all this put together, it makes a very strong combination versus what we had in the earlier car.
And this comes as a CBU to our shores.
No, this is not a CBU. This is coming as SKD. AD, yeah, that's right.
So are there any particular units allocated for this and EV9 for our country?
So frankly, we've got a very good response for Carnival. We opened the bookings last month, around 15th September. And we've got close to 2,800 bookings. And to give you a perspective, in 2022 full year, we sold 3,500 plus units. And I think in next 10 years, we will cross 3,500. So we have to now request a headquarter for more allocation for this car so that we don't make the consumer wait for too long.
And for the EV9?
EV9, we've just announced the prices today. We'll see how the response is. But frankly, we are not looking at volumes for EV9. We wanted to showcase the Indian consumer how good the car is. So Kia now globally is number 3 after US and Korea. And if we add Europe, we are number 4, right? And we wanted to showcase the Indian consumer, which is the best car we have in the world, because the Indian consumer has given us so much of love to us. And we didn't want to, we wanted to showcase the best car to the consumers. And also, next year in 25 and 26, we are launching mass market cars in electric vehicles. And we wanted to show them how the DNA of our EVs are. So even in the past, it's a top-down strategy. For example, we first launched Seltos and then we brought in Sonnet. We first brought in Carnival, then brought in Carens. Now when we are bringing in the smaller EVs, we have earlier brought in EV6 and now we are bringing EV9, so that people get to know the full range of technology and features, and then they understand how good Kia is in all this respect, and then we bring it down to our mass market model. So that has been our strategy, and we will continue to stick to that.
So now, as you have said, you're going to filter down to a smaller model. Is it going to be EV3 or is it going to be something more mass market? Because of lately we have seen filtration of EVs in the mass market segment, wherein your Sonnet and Seltos sit in. Is it like that? And if so, when can we see that? How fast is it going to happen?
So, as you know, our focus has been only on SUVs and to an extent on MPVs. And we want to stick to this segment. So even when the EVs are going to come, we are focusing more on the SUVs. I will not tell you whether it is EV3 or which model is it. I think we'll let you know when we are closer to it. So middle of the next year, we will be launching the first EV, and the first half of next year, 26, we'll launch the second one, and we'll give you more details as we get closer to those.
So no
timelines.
hatchbacks and no sedans as of
No
now?
hatchbacks and no sedans at all, because that market is shrinking. Today is less than 30%, which used to be about 60%, and today SUVs plus MPVs put together are close to 63, 64%. So it makes sense to be in that segment rather than going to a segment which is shrinking, which clearly shows a love for Indian consumer for SUVs.
And also, I would like a quick comment on the festive season. So now we are starting off with the month of October, and the very first day is the very first day of Navratri, and the month ends at Diwali. So how has been the booking standoff for the last month? Because it was all Shraddh period, so we must have got a lot of bookings but not invoices. So how are you looking forward to this month? And if you could share what exactly is your booking orders standing as of day 1 of October?
So September was very good, as you rightly said. There were Shraddh, so people were not taking deliveries. Everybody wanted deliveries in the month of October. So we had a good growth of 15% month on month versus August versus September, which is a very good sign, because that's an indication for how the festival period is going to go. Prior to that, the last 3-4 months were not so strong because of the government investments not there, elections impact. But now I feel these 3 months are going to be quite strong, because A, the pent-up demand is there, B, the government investments have started coming in, and also from stock market perspective, real estate and even the gold prices touching all-time high. I think the consumer sentiments are quite strong. So I feel the festival period is going to be quite good.
And since you're dealing in both petrol and diesel powertrains, you also have electrics now, and CNG has been a long gap that Kia has not touched. So any plans on that?
So frankly, we are not getting into CNG, A, because it eats into the boot space, B, it also compromises on the pickup of the vehicle, and people love our brand for very strong driving dynamics, including pickup, etc. So we don't want to disappoint our consumers that they say, oh, Kia is not pulling up so well. So we are staying away from CNG, but we are going very, very strong on the electric vehicles.
Okay, so final question for the day that I have is, Kia has been a luxury arm for its parent concern or sister concern, how we call it. So with the arrival of Carnival and the kind of price it touches and kind of segment it tries to tap into, are you trying to hang upon Mercedes, BMWs and the bigger luxury arms in the country?
Yeah, you can say from a price point perspective, yes, we are competing against them. And what we know from our previous past experience and consumer understanding, most of the luxury brand owners have bought the Kia Carnival. And when they go for long drives, they don't take their luxury SUV, they prefer the Kia Carnival for their long drives. This is the kind of comfort and luxury the car gives. The family refuse to sit in those luxury SUVs, and they say we want to go in the Kia Carnival. And one of the reasons is the captain seats in the middle row, which is why we said, okay, even the SUV customer should say that I want to go in that, and which is why we provided the captain seats in the middle row. So I think so SUVs are not supposed to give the comfort of MPVs, so to say, but we are making SUVs even more or at par comfortable as MPVs, which is why we brought the captain seats in our EV9.
Well, that is a very strong move from Kia, I have to say, because venturing from a mass market brand to tapping into the luxury segment is indeed quite a tough move. But why lease policy on EV9? Why not full ownership or selling the car on a complete price point?
No, we have both the options. So leasing is just one option. We are open for if somebody wants to, and 1.29 crores, sorry, frankly, for the down payment. Yeah.
So that was all, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this quick conversation with Mr. Hardeep Singh Brar. Thank you, sir. It was great having you.
Thank you. Lovely meeting you, and thank you for being here.